When a natural disaster strikes, survival is just the first hurdle. Historically, government relief call centres are immediately overwhelmed. Traumatized victims wait on hold for hours to claim basic aid, while at the same time, bad actors exploit the chaos with fraudulent claims. To solve this, we built ReliefBridge. Powered by Salesforce Agentforce, Data 360, Slack, and Tableau Next, ReliefBridge is an autonomous disaster response platform. It instantly verifies victims' identities, cross-references live federal databases, and issues relief vouchers in seconds, all while proactively blocking fraud.
Now let's take a look at the end-user journey. I'm now playing the role of Mark Thompson, a 42-year-old man that his house has been importantly damaged by a wildfire in Oklahoma. He is going to reach out to our agent telling the situation, and the agent will ask him to provide the government ID. Then Mark will answer the agent with his ID and it will verify it in the federal registry. Then the agent will ask what's the county and the state. So in this case is Murray in Oklahoma because there has been a real fire, and it will check it in the OpenFEMA API and update the claim status of Mark. In this case, as he's in the disaster zone, the claim would have been approved and a voucher would have been sent to his email. Let's now take a look at the email. Mark will then go to his email and see that he has received the voucher code. So he will go to his nearest hotel to see if he can check in. Mark has now arrived to his nearest hotel. This is the screen that the hotel employee will be seeing. Mark will provide the hotel employee with the voucher code and he will input it here. He will click next and the hotel employee will know exactly what to do. The voucher would have been accepted and it will tell to verify Mark's ID and complete the check-in process. Now Mark has somewhere to sleep.
Now I'm going to play the role of Donald White. He's trying to take advantage of our system, claiming a voucher in a zone that there has been no disaster. The agent, as we are making a trustworthy AI, we want always to keep a human in the loop, so it will ask the user if he wants to make an appeal for a human to revise it. In this case, Donald has said that he wants to appeal, so let's take a look at what our workers will see at Slack. Now our human workers would see a new message on the crisis triage Slack channel saying that escalation has been requested of this claim. They need to give an answer in this case. In this case, as it's a clear try to commit fraud, we have rejected the claim. Then our agent would automatically call the flow and reject the claim of Donald White.
Also, going back to Mark's case, if he tried to request a voucher again to take advantage of the system would detect that he has already claimed a voucher and the agent would prevent this from happening again so they don't abuse our system.
So, how did we build this? Let's lift the hood, starting with Data 360. To verify that government ID, we couldn't just trust a basic CRM record. We ingested a mock federal identity registry file and mapped it alongside the contact records. Using Data Cloud's identity resolution, we created a deterministic rule set that allowed us to create this golden record. This creates a highly secure, unified individual profile, ensuring that aid is only distributed to harmonized, verified federal identities.
For orchestrating all of this, our main platform was the Agentforce builder. We created our own topic and told the agent what was inside the scope and outside of the scope and gave him strict instructions of the process that it should do. The flows and everything that was inside the topic's actions are the finding identity in Data Cloud that would go on the Data Cloud and Salesforce CRM. Everything is orchestrated via Data 360. Also verify the disaster zone, the OpenFEMA API with the Apex class we created, for updating the claim status we created on flow so the agent could call it, and for issuing the relief voucher and sending the email to the victim. Last but not least, the screen flow that the hotel would have to redeem the voucher would be this simple flow to verify if the voucher has been used or not.
Solving the one-to-one conversation is incredible, but government agencies need a one-to-many view to manage the crisis. We built an executive command center using Tableau Next and Salesforce dashboards. Because Tableau Next is natively on top of Data Cloud, this zero-copy architecture, there's no fragile data pipelines or batch extracts. We built a semantic model that joins our operational intake directly to our unified profile. The results is this real-time dashboard that visualizes claims by status, distribution breakdown by state, while color-coding acts as live fraud ring detector by highlighting spikes in average fraud scores per state. At the top here, we also have some key metrics that allow managers to see how many claims are being processed as well as how many are being approved.
ReliefBridge brings together conversational AI, real-time federal data, secure identity verification, and advanced analytics into one unified platform. In disaster situations, traditional systems become overwhelmed, causing delays and increasing the risk of fraud. Our solution changes that by enabling instant, automated decisions with strong compliance and empathy. What once took days can now happen in seconds, ensuring that critical aid reaches the right people exactly when they need it most. ReliefBridge doesn't just improve the system, it redefines emergency response at scale. Thank you.